Hi friends, Aitherea here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some really awesome crafter and gatherer gear that come 7.4 you're going to be able to wear on any job. So if you have not heard yet, there is a huge glamour update coming with patch 7.4, which is that you will be able to use any gear in your glamours irrespective of class, job, or level restrictions. So if you're playing a battle class and you want to wear some really cool item that you have seen on a crafter or gatherer, you'll be able to do that. And I do want to say this video was inspired by a comment that I got on my last video. Someone was like, hey, you should do crafters and gatherers next. And I was like, that's such a fire idea, because as somebody who doesn't really craft or gather, I mean, I do have all of my gatherers except for Fisher leveled up to max, but I don't really craft. I don't really gather. I didn't really know what was out there. So I did a bit of a deep dive into the different outfits and stuff that was available and kind of picked out my favorites. So obviously there's not going to be everything in this video that is available, right? So I still encourage you to go ahead and look those things up yourself. You can use websites like Aitherea Collection to look at the different gear sets that are available for crafters and gatherers, but I'm just going to be showing you the ones that I liked the best. And if your style is anything like mine, maybe you'll like them too. I did try to include a few things that maybe weren't like something that I personally would wear, but it's stuff that I think a lot of people would like. So yeah, hopefully this video is helpful to you. And without any further ado, let's just get into it. Just real quick, there are going to be some pieces in this video that you can buy easily from NPC shops. And just know that anything that you can buy from a vendor can easily be found at the vendors in Cosmic Exploration in Sinus Ardorum, I think it is called, because they have literally everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything, like from level 0 to level 100. Anything that you can find in an NPC shop for crafters or gatherers, they have. So it's a really great place to go for just like a one-stop shop. Like, oh, I want this NPC, like I want this piece that comes from an NPC shop. Just like go there and get it. You don't have to like try to hunt down whatever NPC in whatever zone might be selling it. You could literally just go there. So that is a really quick tip. Now on to the video. Alright, so we are starting with the Everseeker's crafting set. I am sharing the whole set because I feel like this is a really popular one. This is crafted, so you can craft it yourself or you can buy it on the market board. It does require you to get some materials with orange scrips, I think, in order to actually be able to craft it. So be aware of that, but yes, it is something that you can also just buy on the market board, whichever pieces that you like the best. Our next outfit is a fan favorite. It comes in many different flavors: Archaean, Sarsenet, Artful Afflatus. There's so many different names, and I hate that like the gloves and accessory pieces are like called Brock skin instead of Sarsenet for this one. It is so weird and annoying that they have to like have separate names for everything, but I've tried to include them in the video so that you can find them if you want the whole set. I especially do like the gloves that come with this and the top, so it's a great set. Next up, we have the Durium Chaplets. These come from a bunch of NPC shops in Stormblood, so they're really easy to find. I believe I've dyed them black in this clip, but I really like these. They're kind of just like metal bracelets with a bunch of rings and kind of gems attached. They kind of remind me of like the Free Spirit ring bands, or slightly like the Angelic Chaplets from the Mog Station Angelic attire, but I really like them and I can't wait to use them on other jobs. Next up is the Crested Headband of Crafting. This is a crafted item, so you can also buy it on the market board. I really love it. The only thing I don't like about it is that top little feather thing is gold. It does not change. I also really love the boots from the Crested Crafting set, so I wanted to include those as well. Just as I said, these are a crafted item, so you can craft it yourself or you can purchase it on the market board, and here's how they look. Black, technically dark purple. Next is this sort of Japanese-inspired set. It does have a reskin, so we have the Dark Hempen / Gaja skin, which you can just buy from NPC shops with Gil and Endwalker, but then we also have the Onishi version of this set. They look basically exactly the same. They're, like I said, just reskins, and the Onishi one is crafted, so you can buy it on the market board, so it kind of just depends on, I guess, which one you like the accent colors better of. So yeah. Next up, we have the Innovators Boots of Crafting. These you purchase with orange crafting scripts. I just thought these were really nice boots that could be kind of like a staple piece or like a basic piece that would probably go with a lot of stuff. You can see here how the 2 dye channels dye, but if you dye it all black, then you kind of have these really nice black boots with gold accents, which I think could be really useful for a lot of glams, so I wanted to include them for that reason. Next up are the Cauldron Keeps gloves, alternatively the Augmented Cauldron Keeps gloves. These are 75 purple crafter scripts, so pretty easy to get. These are just like a nice long basic glove, and they do have 2 dye channels, which you will see in our next clip right here. So the second dye channel I have dyed gray to match my outfit, but if you dyed it the same color, then like if you dyed it black, then you'd have just some sleek, nice black gloves with a couple gold accents, which I kind of wish weren't there, but it's okay. Next up, we have the Cauldron King's dress gloves. These are also 75 purple crafter scripts, and I just really like these because they make me think of like magical girl gloves, like if you want to do like a magical girl outfit, especially with the crafted gear that's coming out soon in 7.4, like the crafted battle gear that has a very magical girl vibe. I feel like these could possibly look cute with some of those, I don't know, but I just really like them and thought they were really nice. We also have the Cauldron King's boots, which again I felt were kind of like a nice basic styled boot that would look good with a lot of stuff, especially if you dye it one color, although it is kind of unfortunate because if you have them undyed, they're a pretty white shade, but you'll see how it has like that little piece at the top that's like a different color. But if you use both dye channels and dye them the same color, then there's nothing, they're just all one color, so yeah. Moving into armorer glams, we have the Hammerize apron and the Hammerize jack boots. These both cost orange crafting scripts. I just thought these looked really cool. I really liked the shape of the top and like the definition that it had at the waist. I just liked how it looked. And then the boots I think are going to be super versatile, especially if you make both dye channels black. But as you can see, the second dye channel is the laces. So yeah. Next up is the Hammer Keeps waist apron. This costs purple crafting scripts, and you know, I'm just one for a hoe fit, so of course I like this look. I like that it's basically a crop top, so that's kind of what it has going for it for me. I think it looks really sexy, and I think it could be used for some cool kind of like fantasy style glams. Moving on to blacksmith glams, we have the Forge Rise chest wrap, which has pretty much gone viral on Twitter. This costs 300 orange scripts, and what should I even say about it? It looks super cool. It's like a cool bandaged crop top. There's no losing here, and you can see the 2 dye channels. The second one is the necklace. Moving on, we have the Augmented Forge Keeps redingote and also the sandals. This is 225 purple crafting scripts. Again, I liked it because it's basically a crop top, like what isn't there to like? And here you can see the way that the 2 dye channels dye. I don't love how it dyes, but it's still a cute piece. Just one item for Carpenter here. It is these Millrise boots, which cost 100 orange scripts right now. I love these. These are kind of like a casual, almost tennis shoe, Converse-y kind of boot. I think they look really cool, and I think they're gonna look great with a lot of glams. Next up, this outfit I made with the Gem Keeps gown, and all of these pieces cost purple crafting scripts. I really love this gown. I think it's really pretty. I love a lot of the pieces from this set. Next up, we're going to be seeing the chaplets, which really I think could be a good replacement for the angelic chaplets that are on the Mog Station. So definitely get your hands on those. Look at the sandals. Look how cool they look from the side. I dyed them all, I think wool brown it was, to kind of make them match the gold in the dress, but I love them so much. Next up are Leatherworkers Aitherea boots, which cost 100 orange scripts. When you dye this all black, I think they make a very nice basic kind of ankle boot that would look good with a lot of items. So that is why I've included these, because I just think they're really versatile and are going to look good with a lot of glams. Moving on to Weaver, the Bolt Rise vest and short gloves. How cute is this outfit? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I love this top so much. There's another top in the game that it kind of reminds me of that I'm blanking on the name of, but these short gloves are also really cute. Just kind of a half glove. Here it is with the 2 dye channels so you can see how the top dyes. But yeah, overall I just really love this top. I think it gives the opportunity for a lot of really cute glams. Next up, we have the Bolt Fiend's finger stalls, which cost 75 purple scrips. Once you dye them, you can see that the second dye channel is in fact the ring, but I think if you just dye both channels black, they look really cool. Moving on, we have the augmented Bolt Keeps slacks and top boots, and I don't think it matters if they're augmented or not. I think they both have the same dye channels and whatnot. I don't usually like pants, but I thought that the details on these were really cool, so I wanted to include them. And then the boots, again, are just like a very basic kind of ankle boot. They're similar to the high-rise boots, but they're a little bit shorter, I think. So again, just a nice boot that's gonna go with a lot of outfits, basically. And that's why I wanted to include it, because I love boots like this. Okay, so now we're moving into gatherer stuff, and we are starting off with the Everseeker's Gathering set. This is crafted, so you can either make it yourself or buy it on the market board. I actually like this one better, I think, than the crafter set. I think I like this gatherer version better, and I've made really cute outfits. I actually have this top already on my gatherers. I've made really cute outfits with it, so I'm a big fan of it, and I actually like it better without the long gloves that come with it. But yeah, I love it. It's great. Okay, next up we have the gathering version of the Japanese inspired kind of outfit. And again, it's dark hempen / gaja skin / horse chestnut, but then there's also another version because there's reskins of this, and the other version is called Yamashi. So it's kind of just, again, whichever one you like the accent colors of better would be the one that you would want to get. The Yamashi one is crafted, and the other one you can buy from NPC shops in Endwalker. So I talked about the crested stuff with crafting, but I also love it for gatherers. The crested hood is so gorgeous, and again, this is crafted, so you can make it yourself or you can buy it on the market board. I think this hood is just really cute, really stunning. I also love the boots. So it's kind of the same for me, as I just once again love the headpiece and the boots. I think they're going to be very versatile. If you look at the second dye channel, you'll see it is kind of like all of these little straps on the boots. But if you make them just one color, especially black, I think that they match with so many things. Next up, we have the Claro Walnut Sandals of Gathering, and actually the crafting ones look basically the same. I think that gold piece around the top is the only difference. These are crafted, or you can buy them from the shop in Cosmic Explorations area, Sinus Ardorum, which, by the way, most of the stuff you can get from NPCs you can get there. Next up, we have the Saiga Skin Sandals of Gathering. There is a scouting version of this, but they aren't dyeable, so I feel like it actually is worth it to get the Gathering version. You can buy these from NPC shops in Endwalker. You can also craft them yourself, but they're just a cute little pair of sandals that I think would go with a lot of stuff. Next up, I had to include these because of the season. These are the fur-lined gazelle skin boots. These you can buy from NPC shops in Shadowbringers or, again, the Cosmic Exploration Zone, but I just thought these would be so perfect for winter or Christmas themed glams, so I really had to include them. Next up are the Ophiotoro Skin Half Gloves of Gathering. You can buy these from NPC shops in Sharlayan or, once again, Cosmic Exploration. You can also craft these yourself. I just think they're a really nice basic half glove that's going to look really cool with a lot of glams, and again, it's just going to be a really versatile piece. Now moving into job-specific glams, we have the Botanist Glam, the Field Fiends shirt, which is 150 purple scrips. This one I feel is pretty popular. People really like this one. It is really cute, this kind of little overall set. I really like it. I think it's really cute, so of course I had to include it in this video. And you'll notice the hat that I'm wearing with it is the Augmented Field Keeps Canotier. Again, I don't think it matters if you get the augmented one or not. This one is 100 purple scrips. I just thought it was adorable because it has this little bird on it, so I really like it. Next up, moving into minor glams, we have the Mine Softs work shirt, which is 150 purple gathering scrips. This one, I feel like a lot of the minor gear I kind of really like because I feel like they have a lot of kind of really like slim fit or kind of sexy fit to them, which you guys know I love my hoe fits. So, I mean, I wouldn't call this a hoe outfit, but I do really like it. I do think it's just a nice, cool piece. Next up, we have the Mind Fiend's work shirt, which is 150 purple gathering scripts. As you can see, this is totally Aitherea coated because it has that kind of deep V with the little bra showing through. Note that the way that it dyes is kind of funky. This is marble green, and you kind of see the true color on the thing around her waist. And then like the top itself is a little bit lighter. So it's kind of strange the way that it dyes. It does dye a little weird. Oh, there's also a really cool tattoo on the arm. So it's really worth it for that tattoo. Next up, we have the Augmented Mind Keeps overalls, which cost 150 purple gathering scripts. I just really like the way that this fits on my character, and if you're wondering what the hat with it is, it's actually the Forgerize hat. I just didn't share it earlier because I decided I didn't like it, but then I put it with this glam and I decided I did like it, so there you go. Next up, we have Fisher gear. This is the Augmented Tackle King's vest for 150 purple gathering scripts. This, I don't know why, it makes me think of something like a Pokemon trainer would wear, but regardless, I really like it because it's a crop top, and I like crop tops, so are we surprised? No, we are not. The final piece I wanted to share was the Augmented Tackle Keeps vest for 150 purple gathering scripts. Another little crop top moment. I just thought it was cute, basically. I do think the Fisher gear is kind of like a little bit more obviously fishery because like you get the nets and sometimes there's like bobbers and things on them, but regardless, like it's still cute, right? It's still cute. And maybe you want to roleplay that you're a fisher even though you don't play Fisher the Gatherer. Okay, so that is it. Those are all of the glam pieces I wanted to share in the video today. Obviously, like I said already, it's not like I could include every single thing, so it was really just the pieces that I liked the most. You probably noticed there wasn't really a lot of pants or bottoms in this, and that's just because I just personally didn't really vibe with any of them because I'm more into like shorts and skirts, and they really didn't have a lot of that. And even the pants, a lot of them were just too much for me. I didn't feel like they were things that could be easily used with like lots of glams. Like, you know what I mean? Like, none of them felt like staple pieces the way that, like, the accessories did. Like, and by accessories, I mean gloves and boots. I don't mean actual accessories like earrings and stuff. That would be a whole other video. But, yeah, I just was, like, not feeling it with the bottoms, so I didn't include very many of them, where I actually was very pleasantly surprised by how many of, like, the glove pieces and the shoes I felt are things that like are going to become staples in my glamour dresser, and probably a lot of you guys too, because there's some really great like basics that are just going to go with everything. It's so funny because I feel like there are so many times where I am looking for just like a short kind of like ankle boot without too many, I don't want too many details on it. I just want it to be like, you know, a black boot. And there are some in the game for battle classes, but I'm like, wow, there's like 2 or 3 really great like ankle boots just in like crafter and gatherer gear. So I'm really excited about that. There's some really great pieces here, and I hope the video was helpful to you. So as always, please consider leaving a sacrifice to Lord Algorithm in the form of a like, comment, share, or subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to my channel members for supporting me.